Hi there. I just realized I didn't kick my phone off Wi-Fi.
Uh-oh.
So
hopefully we look better than Minecraft.
We'll see. And I still haven't figured out. I need to Google how to see comments because there's like a swipey thing you can do.
Oh.
But there, I just did it.
Wow, look at that.
Okay, I just did it.
See, we're risk takers.
Scared you though.
Worst case, it all crashes and burns, and we start the video again.
That's true.
So,
how's everyone doing?
The downside risk really wasn't that bad.
Okay. Well, before I'm pressing the buttons and who knows, I'm tagging people.
Yeah.
I don't know. Anyway, hope you all had a good weekend. We're feeling really proud of ourselves that we're getting this done on Sunday night, as we always intend to do.
And the first time, this is what Sunday night looks like. First time on Sunday night for a while.
Yeah, we got the kids to bed early.
School night, great excuse to get to bed. Hey, it's a school night.
6:30, time for bed. I wish. Okay, it's not that bad, but believe me, I am like bedtime Nazi. I have always been bedtime Nazi. Yeah, I am all about that.
Yeah.
Get in bed. So there's, except now we got like adult kind, and they don't go to bed. So anyway, okay, let's talk about my product recommendation tip of the week. And I did this because I just made myself a cup, and I went, oh, people need to know about this. Stash Chocolate Mint Oolong Tea. This stuff is amazing. It can be difficult to find. I think we found this one at Jungle Gyms in Cincinnati. Sometimes Kroger has it. Oolong tea, I've done videos on that. Fantastic for blood sugar control and weight loss. Really great. But I drink this one primarily because it tastes really good. I love a splash of almond milk. Oh, there's Brigitte. Good night.
She says good night. Good night. Love you. Look, she heard you talking about going to bed.
Yeah, there you go. Go to bed. Anyway, I like it with a splash of almond milk and a squirt of stevia, and it's just kind of a warm chocolate yum. Oolong does have caffeine, not as much as black tea, but more than green tea. So if you're bothered by caffeine, don't do what I do and drink it at 10 o'clock at night. So anyway, highly recommend. All right.
Yeah.
So we thought today we are going to get some projects done around the house.
Yeah, I
guess.
Because
if you were watching like back in the beginning of the summer, we started working on our front porch, and we made new shutters, and we wrapped the posts, and we're staining, and then life happened, and it all kind of came to a screeching halt.
And then we got obviously shifted towards school, and this past week or two, getting ready for that, and then it was like, hey, we got end of summer will be here soon.
Let's get this done. Well, plus, it's one of those things you drive up to your house and it's like that. We've got way too many of those. So it's like, let's get this one done. So, okay. After that,
so what's your tip for getting stain off?
Yeah, I've stain on my face, but on my glasses. But anyway, it was like hardware store products were conspiring against us.
Yes.
So I'm starting to stain down at one side of the post. Our front porch is 62 feet long.
64. But who's
64
counting?
feet long. So like I'm at one end and Brian's at the other end, and I just hear grumbling.
It was not. She was gonna characterize it as a parade of profanity. It was not.
It was not. I never said profanity.
There was grumbling though.
But there was grumbling.
Oh my word! Stuff was just not working.
So he's like trying to fill the.
We got some just filling nail holes, things like that.
And it's not sticking.
It's It's just like rolling off.
It doesn't help.
The other
And I'm painting, and I'm thinking, wow, this stain is. So he's like, finally gives up before the last post. I'm gonna take it back, get new ones. Okay, fine. And I'm like staining the post.
It wasn't just one container. It was multiple containers.
He opened a second one. It was bad too. So. But I'm staining and realize this is like our 5th can of stain because we stained our whole play set. We stained our back step. We've stained shutters. Now we're doing the posts. And so, not our first can of rodeo stain, right? And made no sense. But,
is it late on? It's not
might be late. I need more tea. Anyway. So I'm staining, I'm thinking, this is thin, but I had used a sprayer doing it, mostly before I hadn't brushed it on, and this we're brushing on. And so I'm staining away going, wow, how many coats is this one coat, supposed to be one coat stain, going to take?
Yeah. It's not right.
He starts staining and he's like, this is like water. This is horrible.
Yeah, even the point when I go to clean up and it just like rinses from the brush immediately.
Yeah, whereas normally, that's like such a process. You have to really...
It was very fast cleanup.
Yeah. So, anyway.
Well, there was something else. But it was just like every little
finally,
thing.
We're just like...
Oh, the extension cord, which I had neatly wrapped. And it would not unwind.
So...
It's knotting up. You're like, oh, really?
So finally, it was about dinner time. And I'm like, well, don't use any more of that stain because we're going to return that too. So, anyway, it's not done. It's still not done.
Unfortunately, we're hoping.
So, but the big thing, as we've been talking about for a couple weeks, kids went back to school on Wednesday. So
5 in school now.
We have 5 going to school. So we only have Rin here at home. And she's doing great. She just plays and sings and is fantastic. And
it's bomb Zoom calls.
She does bomb Zoom calls. That's okay.
Hey, if she's got clothes on, that's a gamble.
That's a gamble.
I know, but that's why it's so fun.
But anyway, we have the traditional like can't open the locker stories from the kids and the
find your way around your new school.
Yeah.
But overall, people have been great, so it's really been a pretty easy transition.
Yeah. So Ren now wants to go to school, so that's kind of fun.
Yeah, but Hunter, because he started football, he recognized his classmates that are on his team, things like that. So it's made the transition good.
What were we going to say?
Which we're happy about that. We got 3 days. Story.
Yeah, we got 3 days in. No one got sent home. No one got.
Other school districts around here have already said, we're going to take a little break.
So we're like, we got 3. So anyway, it seemed like I had something else about school.
I don't know.
Funny story, but. Anyway,
we're enjoying it.
Moving on to football. We do have a funny story.
Hunter had his first football game on Saturday, which he's been on good and bad teams in the past. Apparently not the highest scoring teams in the past. So his attitude all the way through this has been great because I thought he would kind of get a little bit bummed.
But they scored a touchdown, so it didn't matter that the other team scored how many touchdowns? 7?
It was 44-6 was the final score.
So they scored a few more?
So everyone's just like, ouch. And Hunter's like, it's awesome. It's our first game of the season. We already have a touchdown.
Because he's been on teams where they've played like four games and no touchdowns. Yeah. So he's happy to get one. But how did that touchdown happen? It was not Hunter.
It was not Hunter. No, he is number 1. He got his jersey.
Did you see my story? He's number 1.
But no, so one of the bigger kids on the 6th grade, you're right in that transitional period. So you got some smaller kids and some bigger kids. One of the bigger
Hunter's
kids.
like dead in the middle.
Yeah.
So he's not big, he's not small.
And so one of the bigger kids, there's 2 kind of bigger kids. Both are, as you say, hippopotamic landmasses. They're pretty big kids. But one kid can...
For 6th grade, it's insane.
Yeah. But one kid can run as well. And it was so funny. So, they hand the ball off to him. And he gets hit. And he's got... It's kind of like how I feel coming home from work sometimes. We got like a bunch of like little kids stuck on you as you're going through.
And he's running down the field.
And he loses his shoe early on into the play. Like the first kid that tackled him, you see his shoe go wee off to. And so he ends up doing. So he like pretty much shakes the kids free, and runs
like 60 yards.
Yeah, it was like a 65 yard touchdown, and he did it. It was just great.
I mean, it's like something that you would put in a kids sports movie.
Yeah.
So that was their one touchdown. Unfortunately, they did not go on to win the game, but that's okay.
I will say people understood because of what's happening. They've had a whopping total of 4 practices so far this year,
right? So. Of an hour and a half ish each. Yeah. So I mean, these kids were not prepared, and so
I'm surprised they did as well. I mean,
exactly,
they did well, and they'll get you better. They'll practice more and actually know where to stand.
Yeah,
and do things like that.
Which side to line up on. But
they're getting there.
Other than that, we've celebrated Ted's birthday. His birthday was July 24th, and we celebrated it yesterday.
Well, because we hadn't seen him.
He doesn't live here anymore. So, with an obnoxious amount of ice cream.
you know, an ice cream bar, which was good.
Yeah.
People enjoyed it until, well, Laura later there was like, I don't know if she had that much ice cream. That was a bit much.
So, and I got to see my mama this week. That's wonderful. Don't you hate not being able to see everyone you want to see? That stinks. It stinks. But got to see my mom for a brief time. She came up for just a regular doctor's appointment checkup. And so I went down and met her. And so we sat at IU Hospital and visited. So anyway, but this week we're just trying to just chugging along.
Round 2.
Hoping that school keeps it going. Our kids, our older 3, you know, since they're doing the hybrid schedule, they go 3 days this week.
Yeah.
So anyway,
And so Hunter thinks it's a blast when our neighbor's boy and all of our kids are walking down the driveway together.
It is a gang. Yeah. It's a lot of fun. It's pretty cool. So anyway, that's about all we have tonight. Thanks so much for watching, and I'm hoping to bring you some good recipes this week. Still working on that. But anyway, we'll have a drink on Friday or something along those lines. So
we're open to suggestions.
Yeah. If you have any suggestions, let us know.
So.
All right.
Okay. Have a great week.
Talk to y'all later. Bye.